I will never forgive you. I refuse to forgive you. I can't believe that this decent game could still upset and bore me at the same time like this. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, then welcome to Lego the Hobbit, the first Lego game that disappointed me. Well, when it came to movies anyway. Lego the Hobbit plays like any other Lego game you've played before. Lego takes a set of movies and literally breaks them down to a more simplified version where children can somewhat comprehend the plot of your favorite films. Plus, it has funny haha slapstick to add something different to a movie that you've most likely seen a million times before. Play through the movies, unlock every minifigure within the movie's world, each having their own abilities and weapons to swap between, create your own minifigure.
Hi everybody! What the fudge happened out here?
Find those mini-kit collectibles for full completion and potential bonus content. It hits all the beats and marks that you've come to know when it comes to the Lego games. But Lego the Hobbit is just a massive disappointment. But why? What's the issue here? If this was the same as any other Lego game, then why does this one flop so hard for me? Well, let me start with my basic reason. What did I think about the Hobbit movies? I don't remember anything. I don't remember plot points. I don't remember anyone's names besides the returning ones from Lord of the Rings, of course. I mean, nothing has stuck with me about this series. I already beat this game a decade ago, and I couldn't tell you what purpose Bilbo Baggins had besides fighting Cumberbatch Dragon and obtaining the ring at some point just to bring it all full circle. It felt weird that a set of movies that have battlefield clashes, troll battles, and daring wizard adventures bored me. The Lord of the Rings trilogy is just too much of a goat. It just can't be touched. I now know how the Star Wars community feels. The only way for anyone to remember this trilogy was if they made a silly game version of the movies, especially for anyone that didn't want to read the books. Oh wait, and after playing through it, I still don't give a shit. I mean, it's funny too, because in this scenario, it was not the developer's fault in my eyes. It came down to the movies themselves that I really had a problem with. I started doing other things around town to keep me motivated. I'd rather just explore Middle Earth, which, funny enough, is probably the game's best content. I go into caves to do side quests or find special materials for crafting. I just love questing. Plus, Middle Earth is massive. It is crazy massive for a Lego game. And if you're like, Jesus, do I have to walk across all of that on foot? No, there is fast travel. Once you beat the first movie. It's pretty much half the game.
Hi, how are you?
Some chapters are super quick and are barely given an afterthought, where some chapters just go on for 25 minutes. And you won't know that until it's over. I mean, if you need to be somewhere else later in the day, it sucks because you won't be able to tell how much time you have for that chapter. There's no rhyme or reason to what happens. Whatever happens, happens. Ain't a damn thing you could do about it. I had a closer sense of adventure side questing with village folk, not to mention that most of the side quests are just fetch quests. The first thing you might notice when playing through it is that the main story playthrough utilizes actual movie audio instead of voice actor dubbed lines, meaning that some of the dialogue reads are a bit off-putting and the goofy-ass slapstick gets enhanced with over-the-top reactions that don't fit the scenario at all.
Defeat and death are upon us.
It's a pretty looking game that has a lot of interesting features added into it that I do actually like. Lego Hobbit also adds the fun of building Legos. And no, I don't mean with that robot dance move that magically puts Lego pieces together. I mean with building pads that turn into a Lego instruction manual, which is really sick and adds on to that joy for building Legos because that just makes sense for Lego. You want to build that? Did that look cool? Buy our products, you piece of shit. You can even slow down the speed of the Lego construction to see how it was made, or speed it up in case you have no patience, just like me. To activate the Lego building stations, you're required to gather Lego pieces / materials in order to build what you want. And for Lego Hobbit, material gathering fits well with its movie brand. The mithril items fit especially well too. These items were essentially my personal trainer for this entire game, because without them, I would have flunked out. Mithril items are the equivalent of movie props. They allowed me to do the stupid fun shit I love doing in games, which is having fun and breaking it some way. They grant special abilities, if any at all. They were put into this game to more or less help with the replay value and grant anyone of your choice the power to burn things down or look like $1 million and Monopoly money. When it came to collecting these things, they were hidden in the most imaginative and creative ways ever. I never knew what I was getting, I never knew where they came from, it kept me guessing where they would pop up next. Love it. Every single one of these items, love it. Even with all these cool things going on, this game is boring. Even while I'm speaking to you, I couldn't tell you anything or anyone that stemmed from this series. Too many aspects of it were just uninteresting or irritating. Swapping between the same 7 dwarves for 8 hours straight made me rush through the story completion for the satisfaction of using literally anyone else, and so I could explore the other 85% of the terrain. Dialogue is fine for some, but other people just need to shut their fucking mouth.
Well, well, well. Would you look at this well? Except you can't, because there is no well, because it wasn't maintained very well at all. If you are well enough equipped, could you perhaps build me a new well? Then I can, well, stop saying well so much for a start.
Shut up!
Slash them! Beat them! Kill them all! Slash them! Beat them! Kill them all! Slash them! Beat them! Kill them all! Slash them! Beat them! Kill them all!
The Goblin King can suck my Lego stud sack.
Bones will be shattered! Necks will be rumbled through the mountains!
And to really drive my point home, the Hobbit movies are mid. Sorry if you like the movies, but they were really boring for me.
That's your fault, Tom. Why would you play a game based off of movies you hate? If you didn't like the source material, why bother with the game, idiot? It's your own fault.
In all fairness, someone else bought this for me. I got this tax-free, baby. However, that is a fair point to bring up. This was made with the complaints of someone who didn't care for its base material. How would my opinion prevent you from grabbing this game? Let someone else who does care for the franchise get a swing at it. But hold on to your precious nuts there, Gollum. There is a massive asterisk symbol that should be looked into about this game. You will be disappointed to discover, just like me, that you do not get to play all of the Hobbit movies. The third and final plot piece of the Hobbit story is absent. 2/3 of this trilogy is all you get. For every single goddamn movie that got a Lego-fied game about it, it has always come as a complete set of movies from the series. And no, it isn't DLC either. It has other stupid shit to toss money at. No matter how you feel about the source material, for a Lego game, this is a straight up scam. They've been doing the 3 movies or more rule since day effing 1. You can't pull this shit and tell me it's okay. What happens in the end to Bilbo and friends? With the same ending as movie 2, on a cliffhanger. And for Lego, it's one cliffhanger that will never get resolved. Something that you have to understand is that this game came out before the trilogy was theatrically finished with its run. The first 2 were out, but 3 had yet to be released to the public in theaters. My thought process leaned towards Warner Brothers having a twitchy trigger finger. This game came out 8 months before the last movie was set to be released in theaters. Instead of pushing the due date to next year or moving it, they kept it the way it was. And of course, since Warner Brothers wants to make sure everyone at the time watched the movie before playing it, that was when it was decided that it should be left out from the package entirely in fear of spoilers. Game plot wise, this just leads to nowhere, and it's a shame that it will never see the light at the end of the tunnel. That really sucks. Overall, it is a bad game, and actually no, I don't feel right saying that. The developers put time and love into this, so I have to give credit where credit is due. How do I want to phrase this? Lego The Hobbit is a decently good Lego game about 2 boringly bad movies with an incomplete storyline. Lego tried their hardest with what they had at the time, and that is all they could do. If you have played this before, please comment below your experience with Lego The Hobbit. Do you think this game was worth your time? For those that were considering getting the game, did only having 2 of the movies become a real deal breaker for you? Because if you ask me, this is a 1 playthrough and done deal that I won't touch again. Unless someone wants to play this with me, that would be my only exception.